let me propose a specific use for the word existence and a specific use for the word reality. Existence I see as a digital thing. In other words, you either exist or you don't, and something, either exists or it doesn't, and there's not much room in between. Now, on the other hand, reality seems to have shades, and we like to rank and grade those shades of reality. My dream, I'd be comfortable saying that it's less real than my waking, but more real than some, just some fleeting hallucination, for example. So we accord analog values to levels of reality. We use that word when we want to.
But existence is just digital.
Yes.
It's on or off. It's a yes or a no.
Yes. I suggest that we reserve existence for when we want to talk in a digital way. So really, that's very useful, because now we're not talking about what's real, what's a little bit more real than that. We don't have to worry about the shades of gray. We simply have to ask ourselves what exists and what doesn't exist. And I'll tell you right now, a fascination with what exists and what doesn't exist is not necessarily going to translate into anything else. It's not going to necessarily make you happier, healthier, sat chit ananda. It's not going to improve your intelligence or make you more blissful, peaceful. We're really just talking about what exists and what doesn't exist. And I think the reason for doing that is that it actually restructures everything else from the inside out. Mulling over these ideas about what exists and what doesn't exist has a very fundamental effect, which sort of percolates through all the rest.
What do you mean by restructuring?
By restructuring, I mean that it's such a basic idea that other ideas rest upon it. And so if some clarity is gained on a basic idea, then
an existence idea,
yes,
then realities kind of realign.
Exactly.
And, the analog reality matrix, let's call it, or something like that we were proposing.
Yeah, it kind of ripples through in a way. Somehow, from the inside, it works its way out, or seems to me.
One thing is about in the reality matrix, in fact, the more flimsy you get, the more fun it could be, because then you can, and you can mold it.
Yes.
But then when you're on the existence spectrum, there's nothing, there's no change in anything that exists.
Yes.
And so then you just go with it, right? And enjoy it.
It's true. All the fun.
Enjoy it, right?
I know. It's kind of like taking all the fun out of it.
Well, that kind of a fun,
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes that kind of a fun can be hectic, and then to know there's an existence is also kind of stabilizing. Or you could say, well, I'm only hectic when I'm playing with hecticness, but really I'm existing.
Could be. And I don't want to pretend to have any kind of understanding that I don't have. There's so many things that I don't understand.
Well, let's just say we're proposing these things.
Okay.
Like, for all of us to keep looking at. You just said a fascination with what exists.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily lead you anywhere, but somehow, apparently that fascination exists, because you say you have it every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right. And also, I've seen it.